Yo, what it do? This is, in fact, your boy White Rice, and thank you for tuning back in, man. We about to start the lyric breakdown finally. For That's All Folks Part 1, there was a lot of shit that I said and a lot of shit that needs to be dissected. Because sometimes I definitely hit a whole lot of fucking meaning behind a whole lot of these lyrics. But yeah, man, beforehand, I am letting y'all know I'm wearing this mask just to show a representation that you can actually be heard through a mask. Now, you're like, oh, he's recording on a microphone. This is what it sounds like when I'm talking through my mask. This is a full-grade 3-layer mask. You just heard that. That was the cell phone's audio. My phones, I got 2 phones, both of which are set 2 feet away from me right now. So if you could hear me just then, people can hear you when you're in a store with your mask on, talking on your phone. With that said, let's do a lyric breakdown, man. So let's tune into the section right quick. Peep this.
Real talk, I'm respecting these hoes that like me. Drop a check on these hoes and Nike. Stun on these boys, flex on these hoes, steady sexing these hoes, but gotta be setting these hoes aside. Especially when Melanie telling me a friend fuck with me, but they want me to be sucking back in these hoes. Fuck that, too busy cooking up recipes for the rest of these folk in the studio. Let this bitch ride.
All right, man. That shit was lit. Ooh, yes, sir. You know what I'm talking about, man. Like, that shit was absolutely fucking dope. So yeah, like I said in the previous videos, man, this song itself was not meant to be recorded, let alone released. It was just meant for a way for me to challenge myself. I went into the idea of writing this with the idea of every section I want to change shit up. I want to challenge myself. So I went into this section just with the challenge of set this tone, man. Set the tone. How are we going to set the tone? So I wanted to open up, man, just something right off rip that would catch people's attention. Real talk, I'm respecting these hoes. They like me. So, like, I'm telling you, I respect these hoes, and they like me for it. And that's actually true, man. I grew up with a single mom for a lot of my childhood, and I grew up around a lot of powerful, independent women. I'm still surrounded by a lot of powerful, independent, driven, smart, educated, fucking awesome women, man. And so in rap, we are given this persona like you have to say these bitches and hoes and whatever, but you got to understand that sometimes that is definitely a persona. It's not real life shit. If something gets tweeted, if something gets said, if something gets rapped, it's not real, because you got to understand we have moms, we have daughters, we have cousins and sisters and aunts and, we got all these people out here that we surround ourselves with that we do love and respect, and we do not consider them bitches or hoes or none of that. It's just simply like an actor playing a role. We are rappers playing a role. So I'm just kind of speaking on that a little bit, because obviously I say hoes a lot, and then I do the wordplay, check, and Nike, things like that. As I move on, I say setting these hoes aside. In the second half of this, especially when Melanie telling me a friend fuck with me, I'm kind of saying, like, I'm setting them aside, especially when someone approaches me with some crazy fetish shit. Like, that's a dead end. Like, and fetishes are just out here, man. They are. Fetishes are a thing. They are out here. We all got them. You can admit it, fam. I got some. You got some. We all got some. It's the Sesame Street of fetishes. You know what I'm saying? And right now, we're in a world where, like, that shit's on your Tinder profile, man. If you used to eat ass, that was between you and the person ass you just ate. Now that shit on your Tinder profile to let you know I got a tongue for assing. But yeah, and then I'm just like, fuck that. I'm cooking up in the studio, just kind of wrapping this section up, saying, like, you know what? I'm all about my music right now, this, that, and the third. Kind of elaborating on, like, I used to work with people in the studio as an engineer. I used to work with people as a writer, things of that nature, still do. So, that's what I'm kind of doing, just setting this up, speaking on what I was, what I'm about, and then just kind of wrapping it up, let this bitch ride. I set the tone, and that's what my goal was, so that's why I let this bitch ride was the perfect way to end this verse, because it moves on, or section, because now we get to move on to the next section where we talk about Dennis the Menace playing tennis. With that said, man, that's it for this section. We broke that bitch down. Now you get a little more understanding. And please, if you haven't already, please go to your favorite iTunes, Spotify, whatever place you get your music. Stream up That's All Folks. Swing over to my SoundCloud, White Rice, SoundCloud/nicknamed Rice. Stream that original version I recorded with Kangaroo, man. Trust me, it's worth it. It's got all the Looney Tunes samples you could ever want in your life. All right, that's it for this time. Peace out, fam. Oh, also, wear your mask. Fuck racism.